Vote. Register to vote. And vote for Trump. Keep going. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to the neighbor you've never spoken to before. Talk to that person in your class, your college class you've never spoken to before. You may be surprised that everyone starts talking. Please make sure you are registered to vote. Good evening, guys. I've been kind of like MIA for the last 2 days. I haven't been really feeling well. Everything kind of just built up for me emotionally. The port strike, wars all over the world, the election, and I wasn't feeling well for the last couple days. And you guys helped me a lot because I've been reading a lot of the comments. You've been saying things like, keep going, we have to keep going. It helped me. It helped me to kind of snap out of it and realize that I have to keep going. I have to keep making videos. I have to keep raising awareness. Hopefully I'm helping you too. You have to make sure you get out and vote for Donald Trump. You have one party that believes in democracy, and you have another party that tried to do everything they could to stop RFK Jr. from running. You have a party, referring to the Democratic Party, has made comments such as the comments we've seen Clinton make, Hillary Clinton, comments that Tim Walz has made, where it is very questionable as to what freedom of speech will look like under a possible Harris administration. For those who come back and say, oh, that would never happen, look at the UK. The UK is not, or at least, well, maybe it is getting close, is not Iran. It's not some place where you can't go out in shorts or you know what will happen. In the UK, they are going to people's houses and they are arresting them for freedom of speech. The UK, which is supposed to be somewhere with scenery and architecture and music, this is a place where they are going to people's house and arresting them for freedom of speech. It could happen here. Would it happen the first day of her administration? Probably not. But it's a domino effect. They have made comments saying that on their feelings of freedom of speech, the misinformation. Don't forget the one that was singing Supercalifragilistic. That was special. They were in a sense testing the waters with her. And they realized that there was too much pushback. But it doesn't mean that it wouldn't come in the future, especially when the party has made comments about freedom of speech and then they try to gaslight it to, well, freedom of speech is not absolute, referring to things like you cannot yell fire in a movie theater. We know those things, but we have never said that. That's not what we're referring to. We're referring to videos like this, being able to go on the internet and say, I am concerned about what our rights will look like under a possible Harris administration, that voting for Trump will secure our rights, and we will have 4 years of peace, and who knows in the future, maybe Vance will be president. But will things be perfect when he gets in? No, he's going to have a huge amount of work to try to do, but it'll stabilize. Like some of you have said, maybe in a year we'll start to see an improvement. But it's sure better than whatever the world is going to look like under her. I'm very, very worried, as many people are, what a Harris administration will do to the world. You have to go out and make sure that you vote for Trump. Don't become complacent with your vote, that I am one person, my vote doesn't matter. If you have 1 million people think that way, look what's happened. And as Musk has been saying, it could be 2,000 votes. 2,000 people that thought their vote didn't matter. You have to get out there and make sure that you vote. Make sure that you are registered to vote. Make sure that you get out there and you vote for Trump. Ask your friends who may be wish-washy, they don't want to vote either way. Talk to them. Try to see if you can get them to vote and vote for Trump. Talk to your neighbors. Even if you, like Elon said, it comes off you're a pest, that you're repeating yourself. For the people out there in the places that have been devastated by Hurricane Helene, I have been crying for you. These places that have been affected, even the places where you have lost your home, you need to get out and vote. You don't want to lose that also. I understand the heartbreak and I understand everything you have lost. It's not going to make it better by not voting. As much as that struggle is, or I was thinking about that, how that would even work. What if you had a mail-in ballot on your counter and your house went down the river? I don't even know how that would work with your new location of voting. Whatever these intricacies involve, you need to stay on top of it and you need to make sure that you vote. I understand it's going to be difficult, that you're saying to yourself, with everything that's going on, and did I lose my home? I lose all my belongings. You need to get out and vote. You need to make sure that you vote. You know, I may do a whole video talking about that and how Harris' administration has let down these people. We have sent an unimaginable amount of money to other countries. And I understand that, you know, it may be necessary for a country to allow another country to defend themselves, referring to Israel. But I also believe that we need to protect our own here to say that $750 and maybe an extra $100 is okay, so that's what I think I was reading, that she's going to give an extra $100 or so, is not okay. It's not okay. I've seen one short and social media post after another of these Good Samaritan organizations, Christian organizations, different groups doing way more than this government has done under this administration. And again, the current vice president is Harris. You need to make sure you get out and vote. She's given more money to friends in this country than she has our own citizens. I have been at the mall, South Florida, areas like this, multi-million-dollar real estate on the ocean. I've seen unmarked buses outside the mall. And then I'll notice the mall's not even technically open, but I'm there for work. And I'll notice 10, 15 people walking through the mall with rolling suitcases and backpacks, all with some type of transportation ticket on their luggage. There's a good 200 plus friends in the mall at a time. It could be 1,000 on certain days. Many that are very unwell, jumping, leaping through the air, running through the mall, breaking things, police chasing them through the mall. You'll have a 50 million of that in a year and a half of her being in. I don't know what our rights will look like under her. Musk went to the Butler, Pennsylvania rally today. As he said, you have one candidate that can't get up the stairs, referring to when Biden wasn't running. And then you had Trump, who was thinking more about America in that moment, in the assassination attempt, by getting back up off the stage. Because in moments like that, under trauma and things like that, you don't know if you're going to survive. You don't know 100%. So he was sending that message to get out there and vote. Elon, is someone who's, I've seen him give interviews here or there, but I don't think he's the type. I think it's unusual for him to have done this with the rally. You need to listen to what Elon has said. You need to get out there, make sure you are registered, make sure that your people around you are registered. Strangers, that person in your college class that you don't normally talk to. Hey, buddy, you registered to vote? Let's chat. Let's go get some French fries and talk. Make sure that they're registered to vote. Talk to them about why it is important. Don't belittle them. Speak kindly. As many have said, it always seems like the rude comments are coming from one side and it's not the Republican side. We are very willing to speak to the other party and have a conversation, whereas from the other side, we are just thrown insults and crude remarks. You need to get out there and vote. Even if you think you're a pest, even if you don't think it's necessarily your place, you need to get out there and vote. There could be that person in your class that you want to talk to, but you're shy or it's awkward to go up to them. Go up to them. Ask them who they're voting for. Start a conversation. Please comment on this video. Please, and I'm not saying this from a perspective of I do YouTube. Please share the video. Comment. Show it to people. Vote. Register to vote. And vote for Trump. I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm going to try my best to remain in these good spirits that I'm in now. It's going to feel like a struggle each day as we inch closer to the election. And there's days where I find myself just not feeling well as I wake up. That's why I haven't posted in 2 days. Plus I work. But you have helped me because I've seen the comments. And again, eventually I'll try to figure out how to answer everyone. I'm going to have a vacation in about a week, so I'll have the opportunity maybe to catch up on some of the comments, that you've commented on my channel to keep going. And that's what I'm saying back to you. Keep going. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to the neighbor you've never spoken to before. Talk to that person in your class, your college class you've never spoken to before. Talk to someone on the bus. You may be surprised that everyone starts talking. Please make sure you are registered to vote. And please vote for Trump. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. My subscribers that have been here since the start, my new subscribers, the subscribers that joined from this video, the channel members. Thank you to everyone, and have a good night, and I will see you all soon in my next video, and bye.